So yeah, today is the first day of the BookTubeAthon and I'm so excited to read some books and actually knock them out from my TBR. Before I do today's video challenge, I'm gonna show you what I'm currently reading and my progress so far. For A Divergent Collection by Veronica Roth. I'm currently reading this and it's so amazing. I love reading this kind of prequel to the Divergent trilogy because the Divergent trilogy is kind of my favorite trilogy that I have ever read. So I'm so excited to be reading this and I'm 184 pages in so far and I will probably continue reading this later today and probably will finish it and that will knock my total page count to 284. I'm not actually going to follow the 300 pages but I might read 7 books maybe but not 300 pages per day. So that's still great and amazing. So today's video challenge consists of talking about books that you have read because of BookTube. So I select 3 books that I have read because of BookTube, but honestly, there are tons more that I have read due to being in the BookTube community. Well, I'm gonna mention these 3 in chronological order as I actually read them. The first one was back in the summer of 2012, Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Yeah, I read this back in the days where it was still hipster to read The Fault in Our Stars, and I actually was so eager to read it because I was seeing a lot of videos about this book in the BookTube community and I was excited to, and this was actually my first John Green book and I actually, the first time I read it, I illegally downloaded a PDF and I read it on my Kindle. Yeah, that was kind of illegal. But I still enjoyed that much that it made me buy the whole box set of the John Green novels. The next one is also going to be turned out into the movie and that's The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I discovered this book because of BookTube and it took me a while to actually own a copy and go ahead and read it, but then I own a copy. I read it and it was an amazing novel that I really recommend to everyone out there, and right now is the perfect moment to read it if you haven't, but probably most of you have. And the movie's coming out and I'm so excited to see the movie because it just looks so amazing and I hope it's good as it feels like it's gonna be. So yeah, The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I discovered this book because of BookTube. And this is actually the most recent book that I have discovered into BookTube and it's also going to be torn into a movie. This other book that I discovered through BookTube is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I totally butchered that last name. There was a lot of hype last summer, so this Christmas I decided to own a copy and I recently read it in June and I really enjoyed it. It was kind of a nice read, but I had a little bit trouble with it. It didn't live up to the hype. It's more of a world story instead of a character developed one. Yeah, I also discovered this book because of BookTube. Yeah. These are the books that I discovered because of BookTube and this is what I'm currently reading in the BookTubeAthon and I'm excited to finish this because I really loving the short stories and well, you'll probably will see me tomorrow, so until next time, goodbye.
Run boy run, this world is not meant for you. Run boy run, they're trying to catch you. Run boy run, running is a victory. Run boy run, beauty lies behind the hills.